Hi, my name is B-tch Sarma. My website is lovemen.ca, and I'm an artist in Toronto promoting gender responsibility. Confident strength meets and confirms the same with guys meeting guys, eye contact, giving each other some space, recognizing we're both big, scary guys who should make each other uncomfortable. And confident strength acknowledges and confirms confident vulnerability with women, in which case, of course, they can also just be polite and busy and acknowledge you and get on with their life, or they can be a bit more vulnerable and graceful. You can smile at them, though you're a man. You are a man, and you're a man that they can be comfortable with, and they can validate you, and you can validate them in that sense. So that's gender responsibility. Check out lovemen.ca. It's a campaign of love letters from men to women, as well as about an hour's worth of music and other ideas, and I'm happy to develop more. The reason I'm doing this vlog right now is I went to the Joe Rogan. I did a little fishing. I'm downloading a Joe Rogan podcast, and Joe Rogan podcast is great. One of the most popular podcasts in the world. He's just good people talking for 3 hours, sometimes more, sometimes less. And it's interesting. And in a world where people are having more trouble communicating with each other, it's no surprise that the Joe Rogan Experience podcast is one of the most popular podcasts out there. So I recommend that. I don't agree with everything he says or anybody says or even everything I say in the sense of evolving my own opinions. But the point is that there is some good stuff there, and he certainly has a nice way of balancing things and explaining things and putting things in context with lots of great guests. So I went to the Joe Rogan Experience podcast, website, joerogan.net. There I went to click on the Higher Primate line, which is his clothing line. And there I went to look, quickly at what he's got there. And the first t-shirt, there's ones with monkeys, there's ones with sayings, there's ones with faces, there's ones with a whole bunch of stuff. But the very first t-shirt on the all products page, or on the home page of Higher Primate, and then the very first t-shirt in the products section of Higher Primate is this. Conquer your inner bitch. Conquer your inner bitch with a kettlebell. Now, this is a Joe Rogan Experience editorial decision, not mine, but I happen to think it's the most important thing for everybody to do in this day and age, is to conquer your inner bitch. Conquer. Don't complain. Explain. Don't worry. Work. Can't do this all the time. I can't do this all the time, but I do think they're good things to work for. And no bitching, no snitching. I mean, if you see something really bad, and you got to call the cops and child molesting, something like that. Obviously, but in the general sense of just gossiping about or talking about people, and no bitching in the general sense of complaining, because it just makes it harder to relate to people, harder to listen to people, harder to look at people. And if Joe Rogan is on his website, on his Higher Primate clothing line website, is saying conquer your inner bitch and making that the first t-shirt that he shows you out of like 30 there, then take his word for it too. So again, check out lovemen.ca for more. It's gender responsible stuff, ways for men and women to relax, respect, read, and trust each other that are less common today. And I recommend you do that and check that out, and find other ways to conquer your inner bitch, like many people have said, and like certainly Joe Rogan says well, with a cool t-shirt. Thanks.